We all work in this professional industry for what, 20 years, hopefully, maybe 30 years if we're really lucky. And so you're going to see a couple of big changes in that time. The big ones, the ones that stand out to me, and maybe the most important one that I've seen in my live video, was actually the move from tape-based workflows to file-based workflows. It was more than just a transition from one kind of media to another, because suddenly the kind of things you were doing with that media was so different, and it was enabled by that transition. And that is the same for IP video. We see IP video and IP live video as the natural extension of that. You put cameras, you put live feeds, you put video producing systems of any kind onto a network. Suddenly, they can be used anywhere by anyone, and this is what really changes things. You know, today, if you think about it, in a traditional workflow environment, you're going to have one guy who creates the graphics, and then you have to have another playout system for those graphics, often within within a rack somewhere or something like that. None of this is even needed anymore. If you have a graphics system and it's on the network, your production system can use it. That's the way this should work. And for video to grow, this is going to be one of the required steps. You no longer need to be thinking about what kind of camera do I have, what kind of connectivity does it have. We need to be thinking about how do I just get this camera onto the local IP infrastructure. The moment we can do that, it's enabling people to go out and do all sorts of productions that today cost a lot and take a lot of time. Your setup time is high, your equipment cost is high, and it's going to make it so much more accessible to people that it's really going to change the number of people doing it, the amount of time it takes to do it, and ultimately how good it looks when you do it. And those are big things. And it was the fact that the file on the server in a file-based workflow that was accessible that became the big game-changing thing. And the same is true in live video over IP today. This is not a replacement of a cable. This is so much more than that. This is about enabling a whole new set of workflows.